What they should have taught you in school.
Most people think investing is about picking the perfect stock, finding the perfect app, or waiting until they finally feel like a real adult. But the biggest advantage a young person has usually isn't income. It isn't experience. It isn't even knowing everything about money. It's time. And the weird part is, time feels small when you're 18 because retirement feels fake. But on a money timeline, starting at 18 can beat starting at 35 by so much that it almost doesn't seem fair. And that matters because most people don't feel financially ahead. A lot of adults are still trying to build basic breathing room. The Federal Reserve has found that only about 6 out of 10 adults could cover a $400 emergency with cash or something close to cash. So when someone says, just start investing early, it can sound unrealistic, like advice from someone who forgot how expensive real life is. But this isn't about being rich at 18. It's about understanding the one money advantage you'll never be able to buy later. Let's draw two people. On the left is Ava. She starts investing at 18. On the right is Ben. He starts investing at 35. They both invest the exact same amount, $100 a month. That's not a giant number. That might be a few food deliveries, one subscription cleanup, or part of a weekend job paycheck. We're not pretending $100 is easy for everyone, but it's simple enough to show what's really happening underneath the surface. Now let's give them both the same finish line, age 65. Ava invests from 18 to 65. Ben invests from 35 to 65. Same monthly amount, same example growth rate, same finish line. The only real difference is that Ava gave her money 17 extra years to work. At first, that doesn't sound huge. 17 years sounds like more time, but it doesn't sound like a totally different life until you actually draw the curve. If they both invest $100 a month and we use an example 8% yearly return, not a promise, just a simple example, Ben ends up with roughly $149,000 by age 65. That's from putting in about $36,000 of his own money over 30 years. That's solid. That's not bad at all. But Ava, starting at 18 with the exact same $100 a month, ends up with roughly $621,000 by age 65. She puts in about $56,000 of her own money, but the account grows to over 4 times Ben's total. This is the part that makes people stop and stare at the whiteboard. Ava did not invest 4 times more money. She invested about $20,000 more of her own cash over the years.
But she ended up with about $472,000 more. That gap didn't come from her being smarter. It didn't come from her having some secret investment hack. It came from compounding having more years to repeat itself. Compound growth is like a snowball rolling downhill. At the beginning, it looks boring. The first few years don't feel magical. You put in $100, then another $100, then another $100, and the balance may still look small. That's why so many people quit or wait. They look at the first part of the curve and think, this isn't doing much. But the early years are not there to impress you. The early years are there to build the snowball. Later, the snowball starts picking up speed. Your money earns growth, then that growth can earn more growth. Then that growth on the growth can earn even more growth. That's the hidden mechanism. At 18, your dollars don't just have more time to sit there. They have more time to multiply, then multiply again, then multiply again. Time turns small monthly habits into something that looks impossible from the starting line. The common mistake is thinking, I'll start when I make more money. And that sounds reasonable. At 18 or 22, you might have school, a car payment, rent, groceries, gas, or a phone bill. You might not feel ready. But waiting for life to feel calm can quietly steal the most powerful years from your money. The goal isn't to invest every dollar. The goal is to start in the right order. First, protect yourself from small emergencies. If your job offers a retirement match, don't ignore free money. Don't invest aggressively while toxic credit card debt is eating you alive. But once the basics are covered, even a small automatic investment can matter. Here's the simplest way to think about it. Ben's money had to work harder because it had less time. Ava's money had more runway, so each dollar had more chances to grow. Starting early doesn't mean you'll never have money problems. It doesn't mean the stock market goes straight up. It doesn't mean $100 a month is magic. It means time is an invisible employee. The earlier you hire it, the longer it works for you. So the next step is not to panic and say, I'm behind. The next step is to make the invisible visible. Open a compound interest calculator. There's a good one in the description. Put in your age, a monthly amount, an example growth rate, and a goal age.
Then change only one thing: the starting age.
Watch what happens when 18 becomes 25 or 25 becomes 35. That one number changes the whole picture. Because once you see the timeline, investing stops feeling like a random adult thing you're supposed to care about someday. It becomes a choice you can measure. Maybe your first number is $25 a month. Maybe it's $50. Maybe it's just enough to get your employer match. The amount can grow later, but time can't be replaced later. That's the lesson. Starting at 18 beats starting at 35 because the money isn't the only thing doing the work. The years are doing work too.